Morning everyone, this is Lucha1ZFE and today's going to be a long overdue DVD and Blu-ray update. It'll probably be in two parts because I have got quite a few titles to show. A lot of films have been on previous updates from other YouTubers, but I thought I might as well get my toothpenny in. There's not that many DVDs and there's quite a few Blu-rays. I've become a bit of a Blu-ray whore at the moment, I must admit, mainly because of the price. I'm tending to find recently that Blu-rays are coming down in price even when they're first released, so I might as well snap them up rather than the DVD editions. Right, so that's enough of me waffling. I'll get cracking with the first lot. It'll probably be in two parts because I have problems uploading anything over 10 minutes with this camera that I've got. Okay, I'll get cracking with the first one. First one is a cheap zombie flick, Dead Genesis. Don't know anything about this. I'm a sucker for a zombie film, as a lot of you know. I saw this in my local supermarket for about £6, I think. So I decided to pick it up on that. I mean, if it's crap, then I can always pass it on, but I very rarely do. I just tend to keep all my zombie films. So if anyone knows anything about this film, just leave a message in the under section. That'd be greatly appreciated. The next one is a French crime thriller called Gang Story. And Kyle, mate, aka Shagrat65, if you're watching, this is the one that I was talking about when I sent you that message that time. I think I put My Gang or something, or The Gang as a title, but it's actually Gang Story, which is the one that you said it was. So, and I believe this is supposed to be very good. Again, this was sealed. I've not got round to watching it yet, but I'm quite into my French crime thrillers at the moment, and I've heard really good things about this. So that's Gang Story. The next one is a film by Takeshi Miike. It's Harikiri, Death of a Samurai. I really liked his previous film that he'd done, 13 Assassins. I thought that was a really good one. So I decided to pick this up. You know, with Takeshi Miike, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get great action sequences and a hell of a lot of blood. So, you know, that's ticking all my boxes so far. Yep, so that's Harikiri. The next one is a British revenge thriller, a film called Piggy. Not seen this yet, but I've heard really good things. I believe it's supposed to be quite bloody and quite brutal in some places. The tagline is "The new Clockwork Orange phenomenal," but you know, I don't believe all them taglines are just a load of bollocks, to be quite honest. But this film does sound good. It's about some lad whose brother gets killed, so he teams up with one of his mates, and they go on a bit of a revenge spree. But obviously, as they get further into the film, he realises that his brother's mate's a bit of a psycho, goes into dark places, I believe. So yeah, really looking forward to watching this one. One that I have watched, which was okay, but I was expecting too much, I think, was a film called The Divide. This is by a director of Frontiers and Hitman. Basically, it's about a nuclear explosion that happens in some downtown American place. The residents of this apartment block go into the basement, and basically everything just, after a certain period of time, their relationships and friendships start to flounder, and it just starts getting a bit nasty down there. It's okay. It's not a bad film. It's worth a watch, but I was kind of expecting a bit more, and I was kind of let down. But I'll probably give it another watch in a few weeks' time, just to see if my original opinion holds up. So that's The Divide. The next one is a Region 1 release. This is a film called Chillerama. This is like a horror anthology. 4 stories, or which amalgamate into one at the end, I believe. It's got Adam Green, who directed Frozen and, was it Hatchet? Joe Lynch, who done, I think, Wrong Turn 2. Adam Rifkin, who I don't know, and one called Tim Sullivan, who directed the remake of 2001 Maniacs, I think. Yeah, it's all set around a drive-in theatre, I believe, or an old cinema, and the 4 stories interact with each other, but the stories are a bit way out there, to say the least, and it kind of appealed to me. Like I say, this is a Region 1 release. It's not been released in my country yet, so I decided to pick it up. So that's Chillerama. Right, I'll move on to some Blu-rays now. The first one's a film which is the same price on DVD as it was on Blu-ray, and it's a film called Mask Maker. I've heard kind of good things about this. I think it stars Michael Berryman from Hills of Eyes fame. Let me just see there. Yeah, Michael Berryman's in there, and Treat Williams as well. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, so it says the new Leatherface, one of them silly taglines again, but I believe this is supposed to be alright, this one. And like I say, it was the same price on Blu-ray as it was on DVD, so I decided to pick it up. So that's Mask Maker. The next one were 2 for £10 at my local cinema. First one's a film called Ironclad. James Purefoy's in this, Brian Cox, Derek Jacobi and Paul Giamatti. I believe his character's supposed to be pretty wild in this. It's supposed to be quite bloody, quite brutal in some places. So again, decided to pick it up. So that's Ironclad. The next one is a long overdue purchase of Sucker Punch. I know everyone else has got this, I know there's steelbooks about, but it was part of the 2 for £10 range, so I decided to pick it up. Not got round to watching it. I know it's a Zack Snyder film, and who's one director that I do like watching. I like his style of filmmaking. So I've heard mainly good reviews about this, but I decided to pick it up. So that's Sucker Punch. And the next one is a classic British football violence film called ID. They always tend to re-release these films round about when there's either a World Cup or a European Championships. I don't know what they're trying to say about the English fans, but there you go. This is not a bad film, this actually. It's not as good as The Firm, in my opinion, which starred Gary Oldman, but this one's got Warren Clarke, Reese... oh, what's he called now? Reese Dinsdale and Sean Pertwee in this, and it's directed by Phil Davis, who is an actor which quite a few UK was quite well known in the UK. Yeah, it's not a bad film, this. I think Reese Dinsdale plays an undercover officer who goes to infiltrate a local hooligan, or band of hooligans if you want to call them that. I think the leader is Sean Pertwee, but he goes too deep and he gets too involved. Yeah, it's not a bad film. I don't know what it's like on Blu-ray. Like I say, I prefer The Firm with Gary Oldman, but this one's not a bad one, and it's well worth watching, and I picked it up for £6, so I can't complain at that. Right, the next one is the Ultimate Collector's Edition of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is just one of my all-time favourite films, as a lot of people know. This is the 4-discer released in Germany. It's got 1 Blu-ray, 3 DVDs. It also comes with the booklet there, which is all in German. Now, like I say, other YouTubers have done a much better review of this, where they've opened it up, shown you the digipack. There's some great artwork inside the digipack as well. Fantastic film. Been waiting for this release for a long time. I was going to get the 3-discer, the original release, but when I realised, well, when I heard they were releasing a 4-discer, I decided to hold off and buy that. I got this for about €24 on Amazon.d, which is a fantastic price for something as glorious as this, in my opinion. So yeah, really happy to pick this up, and yeah, well recommended. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop this one and then start another update for about another 5 or 6 Blu-rays. Okay, thanks for watching this one, and if you're interested, then watch part 2. Alright, cheers, bye for now.